natural gas plant, and almost all the questions I got are related to it. So just to put it into perspective. So would you describe where that project is in the process, and how you would address it as a port commissioner, and how you would bring the opposing parties together on this?
I think that it's well past actually my term in the Port Commission. But it is something to study, because it is a case study of the port's strength and its weakness. The strength is the fact that they were able to help this company, TIL, which is a great company here, and they're now moving their headquarters in Tacoma. And also PSC was able to get 43% of public ratepayers' money to support the plant, over $130 million. However, and it does burn cleaner, the LNG at the consumption site, but because of fracking and the methane slippage, it's not better for the environment. That's why Washington Conservation Voters, Sierra Club, as well as Citizens of a Healthy Bay, and in his good conscience, also Governor Jay Inslee has opposed it. Economically, I don't know if actually it's going to actually be a benefit, because those people that even are pro for it, they say that it's at the most 10 to 20 years, but we're locking down for 30 years or more. We might not get our investments back on this one. And at the short term, when other emerging technologies are happening, this didn't seem like the best idea at this moment. Who knows how it looked like in 2012, 2015.
I agree that the liquefied natural gas plant, in terms of where it is now, I believe we moved forward in terms of what we can expect from whether or not it's going to be built or not. Whether you look at the bidding process or you look at those that are supporting it as opposed to those that are not. I believe, though, as a commissioner, there's an opportunity for us that we haven't really talked about. And I think that means specifically the engagement piece. The LNG challenge, I believe, is symptomatic of poor community engagement. I also believe that that is also a skill set that must be brought to bear. I think a diverse background that I offer, as well as the expectation that my different perspective and fresh ideas is something that has never been made available in 100 years of the port. I think one of the reasons why we're here is because of that absence. So I look forward to being able to bring that forward to community and ensure that we can move forward in a more collaborative fashion.
And by the way, this is the first time we've ever had this question. Okay. So basically, I've spent a lot of time taking a look at this, because on the initial onset, I thought, you know, it's a transition fuel and all of that. But when you go back and you take a look at what happened in 2014, Tacoma Maritime wanted to convert their engines to LNG because they knew and believed that it was cleaner for the environment. They partnered with Puget Sound Energy, and they actually have a contract with Puget Sound Energy. So Puget Sound Energy went to the city, talked about their plans, which triggered CEPAs and all kinds of other things. And so it's a very complex issue. The green lights were given to Puget Sound Energy at the beginning. Now there are millions of dollars down the road. I want to tell everyone that we need to come up with a plan before we eliminate what we do, because you just can't abandon things without a plan moving forward. It's like saying we're going to get rid of all the cars without a plan. And I know that we're working toward that. So nothing right now is safer. You're talking about nuclear power, you're talking about hydroelectric or hydrogen carbon cells, and those things aren't viable right now.
Thank you. So Mr. Boykin gets the next one.